We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with DWAC, DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp, continuing to push up higher. And it wasn't the only stock experiencing volatility. The overall market and Tesla did as well. And our Tesla bot at 9:35 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp, breaking through key resistance levels, and we're going to talk about the key levels I would watch going into next week, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our SPY bot. Our SPY bot sent out a bear indicator at 9:35 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with DWAC, DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp, doing a full transition yesterday from red bars to bright green bars in the after hours and continuing the bright green bars today. But in the after hours today, it has now hit red bars. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp, under a bull indicator still since yesterday and continuing that staircase effect in today's volatility. And inflows hit highs here of 11.36. But I would not ignore the fact that outflows have began, but the reason why things have not collapsed to the downside or tested key support levels is because these inflows are still dominating. I would not ignore that here in these charts on the 30-minute, but these inflows are really close to the midpoint here and currently red. If it were to cross to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. Now, DWAC was one of the stocks I mentioned this morning in our morning briefs. As you see it popping up there, I shared the news slightly before the open in the pre-market, and DWAC went up from around $17 all the way up to $25 at its peak, nearly a 50% plus move. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on, what we're watching every single morning and sharing in our morning briefs, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. You'll also get connected to our 42 vision indicators and inflow versus outflow, and join a community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. And we look forward to having you join us. Now, here we are with DWAC doing a full move here back down towards that midpoint. As I stated, it's going to be crucial to not ignore this here on the 30-minute. But if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we can also see these outflows beginning here, still under a bull indicator here since 1286 since yesterday. And we talked about the key levels of support and resistance I would watch. Resistance was broken through, and it broke out far and beyond that $20 area, $18 area that I talked about in yesterday's video. Now, it's come back to it, and it's fighting here to try to get itself above $20 in the after hours. But I would not ignore these outflows beginning here as they're heading towards the midpoint. And if they were to cross, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. Now, if it holds up and holds itself back up towards the upside and switches from red to green, well, it may continue the staircase effect to the upside to start reflecting strength. So I'm going to be watching these inflow versus outflows on the 1 hour and the 30-minute. And if we zoom into the 15-minute, we could see here in the volatility how it slightly crossed in the middle of the day, and it's fighting here to stay above the midpoint. It is really close there. If that crosses to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect weakness into these charts. And it's the only time frame here, since it's a bit more volatile, with a bear indicator that popped up at the 2045 area. I would not ignore that level. If you want to round it up to $20.50, you can. That is a crucial level of resistance now within the volatility, and you could see it rejected it several times in the day's volatility. And here in the after hours, it is slightly below it, right? So definitely something to not ignore. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And the first support level is $18. And if that gets broken through, I'll be watching if these outflows go to the downside here. And if they go even further here on the 1 hour towards the midpoint. And the next support level below $18 is back down here towards the $16 area. And if it breaks through that support, the next support I'll be watching is the $14 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the downside if these outflows cross over here on the 30-minute. And not only that, but also on the 15-minute, as it's super close to the midpoint. I would not ignore that here in the volatility of the charts. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick up here on the 15-minute, start reflecting that strength into these charts, possibly cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator, and try to roll over that strength here into the 30-minute, getting these inflows back up, holding up the strength on the 1 hour and this bull indicator to continue the staircase effect. And the first resistance is going to be where the multiple rejections happen up here near the $21 area. And then above that comes the $24 to $25 area. And if 25 gets broken through, the next resistance I'll be watching, if these inflows pick back up, have strength here and hold this bull indicator true, the next area of resistance I'll be watching is $27. As always, guys, these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, as well as these inflow versus outflows. I will be watching them very carefully. I would not ignore them, as they're really close to the midpoint here on the 30-minute and also on the 15-minute. And if they cross down, it can quickly start to reflect weakness into these charts. But if they can hold themselves back up and push up higher, switching red to green, that is something I would not ignore, and we'll watch carefully if it could start to reflect that strength back into these charts. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.